riddle me this while I'm sitting here waiting for my breakfast this morning. Who can Deontay Wilder fight that the general public, not his fans, the general public beyond his fan base, would consider credible, but that's not so much of a threat that they'd knock his ass out and take the belt? It's kind of a spin-off of me, I guess my series we're talking about. Oh, and shout out to Sporting Icons. I'll upload this video in the description of my last one. I forgot to shout him out in the last video because I did use some of his footage in that. So shout out to him, and I am gonna link his video. My bag on that. I'll do it right after this, matter of fact, because I forgot. Y'all know I'm better than that. But anyway, yeah. So who can Deontay Wilder fight that the general public beyond his fan base would consider credible, but that's not so much of a threat that there's a real possibility of him losing his belt? I don't think there's many people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to consider Dominic Brazil as being that credible, really. He got good power. You know, he's durable as fuck. He takes a lot of hits. I think Deontay Wilder would get him out of there just because he's so big and slow. Speed would overcome him, and he'd dominate that fight, and it would be over quick. It might surprise us, though. You know what I'm saying? But if Josh would wore him down and knock him out, I think Deontay Wilder can do it too. But okay, so he's out there. What, Povetkian? He already ducked Povetkian. You know, because like many people did videos saying, like, that's factually out there and readily available for anybody that's willing to search and find out. Povetkian went to court, was found, you know, that the amount of the drug that was in the system or some shit was not enough to stop the fight, or whatever the case may be. However he did it, he beat it in court, and Wilder still went fighting. And even so, I think, cause like, look, Tyson Fury exposed Deontay Wilder, man, and it's kind of like after Holyfield and Tyson fight. I don't know. This is where my hardcore skills come in at. After that fight, well, before that fight, it was after the Frank Bruno fight. Holyfield got into the ring, and he told the real how he was going to beat Tyson. I mean, he didn't just tell him, he demonstrated. He said Tyson's power is in his forward progress. And every time Tyson moves forward, he's going to put his lead leg in between Mike Tyson's two legs and then drive him back with his back foot and take away his power. And he did that shit. And then he did that shit. I was still a Tyson fan after that. But like I say, I'm not a fanboy. After I seen he got exposed, and I say, okay, if he can't overcome that weakness that motherfucking Holyfield just exposed in him, he is motherfucking done. And that's what fucking happened every time he stepped up and he fought a really good opponent that wasn't scared of him and shit, that wasn't just gonna fold up. Lennox Lewis. Man, that white dude that ended his career when he was in that ring talking about, I'm just not an animal anymore. That shit, man, that about crying for Tyson. Crying and shit. I'm just not an animal anymore. You know, like, I've been through that shit. And I remember, man, somebody asked me about, again, I'm getting a little off topic, but fuck it. Because somebody asked me, is it hard to be a fan of a UK fighter over here in America? And actually, I get enjoyment out of it because I know I be right when I say the shit that I say. The night Tyson fought Lennox Lewis, I was in that house full of motherfuckers. I was still a trap, what they call a trap dude. I was still a street guy back then. In that house full of motherfuckers, man. And man, I thought I was gonna have to fight in there that night, man, because I was the only one saying Tyson is not gonna win this fight. He's done. Second time Holyfield him spot. Tyson had like the poster had this closed off top secret training camp. Like I can't, you know, they say he is working on that air bite then. And I ain't, you know, and I'm cool with Tyson. Tyson is a good dude. I love Tyson and shit nowadays. But, you know, facts is facts. He said all that. And they said, Holyfield, what you gonna do in the second fight? Holyfield said, oh, I'm just gonna come out there and do the same motherfucking thing that I did in the first fight. Because I think he's one-dimensional. I don't think he has the skills to stop me from doing it again. And Holyfield went in there and he did it again. Man, or he was starting to it. And Tyson was like, fuck that. You ain't gonna whoop my ass motherfucking twice. And he bit him. Now, I said that because I'm getting a little hyped, y'all. I'm sorry for me moving around and shit. I'm getting hyped, man. I love this shit, man. I love this shit. I said that because this has been evident for a long time, and I don't understand. And I do understand why it hadn't been done yet, because they picked fighters. They picked fighters for Deontay Wilder that did not either they didn't have the skill to do it, or that they didn't have the power, or not the power. They didn't have the knowledge to do it. You know, they had poor trainers and shit like that. Deontay Wilder's power comes from his leverage. Me personally, me as myself, I would not be scared to fight a Deontay Wilder if he was not a heavyweight champion of the world. Let's get that understood. Like, if he were just a regular guy walking around and he fight in the way he fight, I would not be scared to fight him, because all you have to do to win a fight with Deontay Wilder is he's going to throw the right hand. Everybody know it. When he do, you got to step to it. You got to go to the motherfucking pressure, man. You step to the power. It's like facing your fears. If the fucking right hand is going to knock you out, step to it. When you step into that shit, you take away his power, because that's in leverage. And you gotta be able to plant your motherfucking foot, rotate your hips, and goddamn motherfucking throw your left and land that motherfucker. And it's good night. Now, what type of fighter would do that? Dillian White comes to mind. That's his bread and butter, like he say, that short range left hook. The way he threw that shit, there's no goddamn way you can tell me, like, look, you don't have to have the power of Anthony Joshua, okay? You do not have to have the skill of a Tyson Fury or the heart of a Dillian White to beat Wilder, okay? You gotta just have just enough of each to goddamn go in there and execute it. You don't have to be one of these great fighters to do it. You just gotta be skilled enough and believe in yourself enough to try. And that's the damn thing that I think has been exposed in him. And then on top of that, right, when you see Joshua secured the bag, Fury secured the bag, and you're left holding the bag, but your bag is empty, or your bag is not going to be filled like theirs. The only value in you is because you got that strap, and both of these people want it. Both of the people that signed to those two entities, these two entities got people that they want to see with your belt, and they're willing to buy it from you. That's what they're doing. They're saying, take my route so I can pay you. I'm gonna give you this much money so I can put that belt on my man, my gorilla, my champion, my gladiator. Okay? Now they need to cash him out. Now it's the time. Ain't no waiting. Ain't no building up his profile anymore. There's none of that. There's none of that. Because he's going to go into his next fight knowing what just happened. He know what happened like we did. You think that's not going to be a distraction? You don't think that's going to be on his mind? You don't think he's going to go in there realizing how bad that Tyson Fury, how much of a fucking spectacular cherry pick backfire that was? That's what I meant to say in my last video. It was the most spectacular cherry pick backfire I ever seen in my life. He knows that. He knows exactly what we know. And then you gotta go in there and you gotta push all that shit to the side and perform at an elite level to be another elite athlete like yourself. And you got all this extra distraction on your mind. As an athlete in any sport, that's terrible. That's and so not only do you got the deficit in skill, now you got the added mental weight of knowing that nobody wants you for who you are as Deontay Wilder, the brand. No one's willing to invest in your brand like they're willing to invest in Tyson Fury, the brand. Him, Tyson Fury. Like they're willing to invest in Anthony Joshua, him, the man, AJ Boxing. They just want Wilder because we want to get him in the ring. All his contracts is, yo, we're going to give you a contract. I put you in the ring at the end with my guy, with my champion. That's all they want from him. Hardcore, man. We out. I gotta go get my motherfucking breakfast. I'm hungry in the motherfucker, man. Lou hungry too. Listen, it's Friday, it's payday. Lou goddamn gotta get paid, so I got her some breakfast too, cause she worked with me. You know what I'm talking about? I don't got shit to do today. I gotta go get some freight. I gotta go grab some shit out my old truck. Like and subscribe. We're gonna try to goddamn get on the live with somebody, a super chat with somebody, and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? See if these bitch ass wanna answer me or whatever. I'll pay the money. I ain't worried about it, because I get the bag. I don't give a fuck what all y'all motherfuckers out there, all my naysayers say about me not having a tooth and all that shit. Nigga, I get the bag, and I always will, because I'm not Deontay Wilder, and I know how to secure the bag. Why the fuck you think I'm in this truck all the time? Hardcore, we out, man. One Friday, feel good.